the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready.
Throwing first play is Lance. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Lance gets it out wide to Davis Price. Touchdown 49ers! Ty Davis Price, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Buying time to his left. This one caught by Kittle and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Working from the gun, Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. The completion, but they go in the... A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Open man is Samuel, complete. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. For years, this matchup, the Chiefs and 49ers, would have been known as the Joe Montana game. And these being the two teams that Montana played for in his Hall of Fame career. But now, of course, it's a Super Bowl rematch. Super Bowl 54 in Miami. That game won by the Chiefs 31-20 with that furious fourth-quarter comeback to win their second Lombardi trophy. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Niners at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after one. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Davis-Price. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Lance. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And Lance now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he will find his man, Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Lance again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they
and that's caught inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. There he goes right side. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense naturally and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second. And then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. That one, a first down pickup of 8. To throw, it's Lance. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Lance now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Ready?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay,
the last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
43 rail. Ready?
Here's Lance. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 33 yards. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Let's go.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creative.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Davis Price up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Davis Price once more. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go now. Right. Shot. 17. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Lance looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly
both.
what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here we go.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
Hey, please. Check, huh?
Going for it, here's Davis Price. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Gold is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Niners, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.
Yeah.